Gable right away with forward pressure. Heinzelman's a top 10 wrestler, so he will be putting up a fight. But it's hard. These college athletes are facing Gable. So much international experience that it's a different level.
Absolutely. Once a generation talent too, and it's impressive what this guy can do at 285 pounds.
I mean, right there, he hit an over tie or overhook. Just tries to swim it out, kind of a slide by position. Just real dirty, tricky things. The pulls, the fakes, his attacks to the corners. He moves like a 25-pounder at heavyweight. That's really what makes him so good.
Yeah. And we talked about this a lot throughout the duel, but the subtleties and pressure, right? And the guys that are super successful are the ones that can feel that and anticipate it. And Gable does that better than really anybody in the world, And it's cool to watch. But Heinzelman definitely going to be well coached right here.
Already with a stalling call. Gable gets into a high crotch, dumps Heinzelman to his hip and finishes. And I'll be interested to see what Gable decides, if he wants to try to ride and maybe turn, which right now that's what he's throwing. He's threatening a cradle. Big man cradle coming in, slapping it on, falling back, making his adjustment, nodding to the crowd, letting them know.
A little bit of the WWE showmanship right there.
Dropping shoulder, and he's about,
There it is.
There it is. The crowd is on their feet. They love it. Way to finish to the home Big Ten star duel.
Getting the people hyped up.
And well, that was a nice little exclamation point for the Gophers to finish this duel, winning the duel 25-10 against number 21 Michigan.
Now let's take a look at our pick at number 7.
And Sammy Sasso, who we just recently saw against Oregon State get his 100th career victory. He's going up against a real blue chipper in Joey Blaze, ranked number 7 at 157. And this will be a real task, but if there's anybody who has the experience and the know-how to pull it off, it's Sammy Sosa. Or Sammy Sasso, pardon me.
Sammy Sosa might bring a bat out to the mat and see how it goes there. But yeah, this is the marquee match of the duel right here. You are talking about a veteran who has been through everything you can be through on the mat, and more than most people have to face off the mat. He's got the experience edge, but is he the Sammy Sasso of old? He's up a weight class here from where he's been previously. Blaze going to get the takedown here to go up 3-0. But Sasso is actually down a weight class from where he was early in the season, where he was wrestling 165. He's at 157 now. Big Ten champion, All-American. He's got the experience. But Joey Blaze, you were talking about this sophomore from Perrysburg, Ohio, 3-time state champ. Top-tier recruit. And he is trying to be a culture changer at Purdue. And he has been very, very good this year. He's had some injury issues this season as well. Was out of the lineup for a little while, but back in now.
And he's got a brother, Marcus, who's just as good as he is.
Well, a lot would say better. He is the #1 recruit in the nation right now, committed to Penn State after a lengthy recruitment process that included both of these teams. Now Sasso looking to try for a reversal here on the edge. Blaze down on the leg. Referee stopped the count as he came above. No. Stalling is the call there against Blaze. Maybe blood would be thicker than water, and they could get Marcus
That's right.
to come to Purdue to wrestle with his brother. That did not wind up being the case, and Ohio State recruited him hard as well, but as so many have over the past, going back more than a decade now, Penn State, the allure of that program is just a magnet for the top talent in the nation.
And that might, a Blaze versus Blaze matchup at some point might be quite
probably
interesting.
Not. Probably not. I don't think Marcus is going to get that big.
That's right. I'm sure they had a lot of those types of matches in the basement growing up.
That you can almost guarantee. Brothers don't care about weight class.
30 seconds left in the first period. Score still 3-0. Sasso having to utilize every ounce of his hard-won experience to figure out a way to get this done here against a great young opponent.
Credit to Blaze for an excellent ride here after finishing off that takedown in the first period. Sasso just could not find a way to get the hips loose and get himself out of there.
That imperiled his future as a wrestler and even just his future in general, but he's right back out in a very inspiring story, and he, as we said, got his 100th career win, and there's a point on an escape. Gets them back on their feet now. It's 4-0 for Blaze.
Sasso was ranked at 165 pounds. Once he dropped down to 157, wrestled a couple of matches there. The ranking changed. He is ranked number 17. We'll see Paddy Gallagher up at 165 pounds, where the two basically switched weight classes. And there's going to be some wrestle-offs had at these middleweights for the Buckeyes moving forward. But right now, Joey Blaze up 4-0. Sasso trying to use that experience. This is a spot he's been very good at in his career. If he can lock up this cradle. Blaze fighting the hands as best he can and is able to break that lock, and now a scramble on the edge.
Official was watching very intently to see if he would be able to gain control. And gain those points, and we're into the final minute of this second period. Right on the edge of the mat.
And Blaze has that left leg still back fighting away. Sasso locked around the waist. The crowd wants the call. Not getting it yet, and now Sasso able to get him onto his hip. Got to keep a foot in the cylinder here. You've got a little bit of room to work, but not much now. Boy, excellent defense from Blaze.
Yeah, indeed. He was right there on the verge of giving up critical points.
Boy, when Sasso had the cradle locked and there on the edge, since the opening of the Covelli Center at Ohio State, Sasso has been, now they want a stall call, Sasso has been the face of the Buckeyes in the Covelli Center era. Now, Jesse Mendez may well take over that mantle before his career is done, but the Ohio State wrestling fans love Sammy Sasso as much as anybody that's put on a scarlet or gray or black or white singlet, whichever they choose to wear in this building.
And now we go into the third period, 4-0. What can he pull out of his bag to try to get back into this and maybe take it?
Well, his bread and butter has always been that kind of scramble situation. There's a stall call. That's a point, and now a takedown ties the match.
This place would just go crazy if he could do that.
Now into the scramble. Blaze shot there, heading back toward the center of the mat. And if you're Sasso, you want to get a takedown here, but you don't want to get it too early. Blaze escaped very easily to begin the second period. You want to get a takedown with enough, or with little enough time on the clock to be able to ride that out if you're not going to be able to find a turn.
Finally, they're out again. It's very important in terms of the team score for Purdue. As a single, Blaze is able to get in.
That's a situation where almost as if Sasso said, here, take my leg and let's get into a scramble situation. Blaze trying to get that head up. Sasso trying to crowd him.
Almost thrust him on his back, but Blaze is able to recover.
Good spot here.
35 seconds and counting.
30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds.
Sasso's going to try and roll through, get his head up here, and sneak the legs out.
Now he's got an opportunity here, but again,
that
Blaze
head
just
across.
rolls out of it. He's going to try
Danger
once more.
situation here.
15 seconds to go.
Blaze
Still
has
no
that ankle
control.
hooked.
Oh, it was close. Crowd just howling for Sasso to do something in these final seconds. They thought for a moment he had it.
He almost had that leg put in.
And the time expires, and the crowd, again, they were begging for some points to be awarded. They could taste it.